Well, good morning. I'm Scotty. Welcome to Scotty's Toy Box. Now, everybody who still has some, grab a chunk of that or internet and have a sit down. Grab yourself a coffee. I've got a little bit left in the pot. I just got home. I've been running errands all morning. Haven't even had breakfast. Don't really feel the need of it. My sugar must be kind of going in and out. Little good news. I'm losing weight. That always makes me happy. But that's not the title of this video, is it? This video is in tribalism. Now, the fact is, with tribalism, we've had it for as long as I think mankind has been getting together in groups. When we were solitary people, which I don't think we ever really were. We've been a social animal for way back before we evolved into Homo erectus or any of the other hominoids. Because there's strength in numbers. There is strength in communities, and there is surely a bonding that goes on when people get together. That's one reason we have these national holidays, because they mean something a little different to each one, but it's a way that we can bind. Tribalism is our national anthem. It's our pledge of allegiance. It's all these things. It's us against them. Now, we really saw it come out in the Alabama election. Tribalism. That was bad. And it was also present in the 2016 election between Trump and Hillary Clinton. I know that I personally argued repeatedly with people, saying, if you don't vote for Hillary, you're going to get Trump. Don't matter your principles, don't matter that she has faults you don't like, or that she's a woman, or she has colored hair. At some point in time you get down to, well, you weigh A and B, and you find that A is pretty more satisfiable to you than perhaps B, and you go with A even if you don't like the sharp edges. But that goes against tribalism. A famous one for me that I repeatedly talk about because I can't understand it. I do not understand why people work against their own self-interest. And that is the log cabin Republicans. They abdicate for that. Howling, I don't know if you can hear it in the background, is my little Milo. Both cats were up here on my desk having treats before I started this, and now Milo wants me to come play. So just ignore that. There's nobody being tortured. Oh, and I will say, on another aside, I'll get back to the log cabin Republicans. Don't worry. This is a conversation. We can meander a bit. I'm not in a hurry. Now, this morning when Ron came home, I opened the door. Couldn't find him. He wasn't in the van. He wasn't out at the end of the driveway. And I looked, well, all of a sudden I hear his voice. You looking for me? And I said, yes, where are you? Over here. Well, our next door neighbor's been setting traps. The live kind of traps. Live capture. Because he has critters digging under his house. Now, we don't get along with him at all. He's a right royal jerk. And he knows he's not allowed over on our side of the lines. But he had set these two traps out, and they had two baby kittens and a mother. The mother was in one trap and the baby kittens in the other. Well, when I saw that, I didn't really care what the man thought. These things, it was cold here this morning, and these things have been trapped out there for God only knows how long. They're somebody's cats and kittens. The mother cat we've seen around our house a lot. Doesn't harm anything. Probably keeps the mice away. So Ron figured out he had me go get string, and because the cats were scared, he unsnapped the traps and opened the doors, and he tied the traps up so the cats could get out. Now the kittens, they ran out right away as soon as we backed away, but the mother wasn't going to come. So we went inside and watched her, and then he went out and kind of poked at her and shook her out of the trap. Then she took off. Well, if the man says anything, Ron said, we knew his mother. Anyway, so back to the log cabin Republicans. They vote against their own interests. They abdicate against their own interests. Everything the Republican Party stands for, as far as their rights, they constantly hear that they are an abomination and shouldn't be and should be legislated against and shouldn't have this or shouldn't have that, and they go ahead and abdicate for them. I can remember hearing during the 2016 election about people who were saying homosexuals, gays for Trump. Well, I can't say how, but I know quite a bit about Trump. And he is homophobic. He has got no interest in having gays around him. Now, he's not so anti-gay as some of his other people, because to him it's, not a big deal. He's germophobic and they're germed or diseased or something, and so just keep him away from him. But some of these people are adamant it's their God that would want no gays around. It's an abomination, they say. So basically what they're trying to do, these log cabin Republicans, is put people in power that would harm them. I don't understand it. I don't get it. That's like gay people going Muslim and then saying, hi, I'm gay. It just don't work in the religion. Yes, Milo, come on up. These people are seeing a video, Alrighty, so, do you want on camera? Is that what your problem is, little boy? Here, this is Milo. He's my oldest. And he's a pain in the butt because he is one of these cats that thinks, thank you, Milo, move your tail. He thinks he runs the world, or at least this house. And he does what he wants, when he wants, how he wants, regardless of what humans want. Such as this morning, I was nicely sleeping at 5 a.m. when I hear meow, meow, meow. And then when I didn't get up for that, there went one of the walls in the bathroom. So I yelled about that. And then when I didn't get up, somebody came and walked across my head 2 or 3 times. So I've been up since 5 due to my little pal. Alrighty. So back to tribalism. What are we going to do about it? It's existed in each of us since we were kids. Your clique versus the other clique. The kids on your street versus the other kids. If you went to a small grade school like I did, we all walked together, those of us that lived on the same streets and close enough to school. If you lived in another part of town, until we got bike riding during the summer and all that, we didn't see each other than school. So there was a little bit of tribalism there. High school, very tribal. Oh my God, what is the in-group that you belong to today? How do we beat this? How do we beat it? Well, I'm not really sure. Some tribalism I'll say is good. But being able to look outside your tribe and why you have that tribalism is the key. Now, I'm gay and I support gay rights. Now, maybe some people would say that makes me a tribe of being in the gay tribe, a member of the gay tribe. Yeah? But that doesn't mean I support all gay people no matter what. I don't support Kevin Spacey. I don't support gay people that go after teenagers. If you're an older man, I think there's a little bit of common sense there we need to have. If you're a Roy Moore situation where you're a gay man going after a 14-year-old boy, I'm not your friend, despite being also gay. So you see, tribalism has nuances, and it can be it can be something that we use for good and that we can overcome when it's wrong. Politics. Some people in Alabama overcame their tribalism. What was sad for me as an atheist was to see the white evangelical vote. Please don't knock that off, Milo. Sorry. He's a cat. It was on the table, my desk, and so it was about to crash to the floor. I argue with theists a lot about what their religion means, why they have it. I've been accused of hating religion, which I only hate what religion does. I don't hate religion itself. That'd be like hating the tires on my car. But I don't like it if they go flat. Anyway. So, I was really disappointed in what I saw for tribalism among the white evangelical vote. And not all of them, the Christians down there, they did split a little, but what was it, 80 to 90% went with Roy Moore. And I read papers that said, well, if my daughter was molested by Moore, I'd still vote for him. Well, you're a monster. And if your religion backs that up, your religion's a monster. Okay, so that's 11 minutes or so on my thoughts on tribalism. If you've got a comment, you want to talk about it, leave it below, let me know. And I'm going to move on to making my lunch. Have a good one. Bye-bye.